What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of So Much Hype Season 2. Travis, no echoing this time? You
No,
did it the first time.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was. I wanted to, but I want to keep it fresh. I want to keep it fresh. I don't want to keep people expecting things.
Well, you made me. I left the room for it this time, and you failed me.
I'm sorry.
But,
I'm sorry.
Joining me this week, we've got obviously Travis is back. Thanks for joining me, Travis. And we've got Buzz. Well, I know him as Buzz. Travis is Tyler is his real name.
Travis and Travis.
Too many T's, all right?
Surrounded by T's.
His real name is Thaddeus.
His real name is Thaddeus. Yes, no. So I've got Tyler. Buzz, say hello, do a wave.
Hello, world.
There we go, there he is. So, guys, this week, before we talk about it, like VR is the thing. It's almost here or already here, depending on what model you're looking at. But I want to know what games you've been playing. Buzz, I got it right this time. Tyler, go for it. What games you been playing, man? Tell me.
Recently, I have been gaming a little bit less in recent months. Well, I guess weeks, but getting ready to hop back into Destiny for that update, of course. Destiny's the bread and butter that probably led me to this podcast. But
good.
Anybody tried Broforce?
Yeah, man. Me and my roommate have been playing Broforce, actually.
Broforce is hilarious and awesome. And
that game is amazing.
We need to get some Skyboxers on that. And then I, guilty pleasure, downloaded a very steeply discounted version of Need for Speed. And middle school Buzz came out and ripped through that game last weekend.
Nice. So. Oh, that's right. I remember you told me you're like, I need a good racing game. And
it was weird, but it was a lot of fun. So
nice, man. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Broforce is like one of those just wonderful indie gems.
It's just mostly action.
It's hilarious.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's just nonstop Broforce.
Yeah. In the first couple levels, when you pop in and save all the different guys, and it's like a new stereotype of like Chuck Norris or Mr. T. It's just too good.
Yeah. Bond.
Double Bro 7.
They're all bros.
Bro 7.
Yeah, the bro.
Double Bro 7. Yeah.
Mr. Bro.
God, so
I'm glad I'm not alone.
The Boondock Bros. Oh, I love it.
I haven't paid too much attention to the April update for Destiny, but I mean the skin alone to look like Taken has got me interested. But we'll see. I'll probably.
If anything, it's an excuse to burn a night or two with friends.
Absolutely.
So that's the only way I'm looking at it. It's free. I don't have to pay anything. It'll be fun. If
that
anything,
is true.
Just to get us together and bitch about it.
That's right. Yes. You know what? I'm in. You sold me. I'm in. Let's do it. Travis, what about you, man? What have you been playing?
Well, like I said, me and my roommate been playing some Broforce the past few days. Actually, he's really liking it. I just beat XCOM 2 the other day, so I'm now going through on Iron Man mode, which is it autosaves after basically everything you do, so you can't reload. So
90% shots, you're like, and I'm still shooting blind.
And it's infuriating. I can get to the first main story mission, and just that's the farthest I've gotten. And then that's either where I die and have to restart, or I just restart before then because I just lose everybody. And then other than that, I jump back on Fallout 4 for the new DLC that just came out, the Automatron.
That's the one where you make mechs, right? Or
I haven't gotten to the building the mechs part. I just started it, and I went into the first building, and then I just kept getting mowed down. So I need to go back and actually be serious about playing it. Always World of Tanks. World of Tanks always in the back.
I don't know why I didn't make this joke last week, but have you seen Fury?
Yeah, best job I've ever had, man.
Yep. So whenever we play,
so I'm
neither do I. I haven't even played it. Travis was telling me all about it. It's apparently super accurate. You can shoot bullets and they deflect off things based on the angle. I'm like, wait, what?
I think on the next intro to your podcast here, you need to be brought to you by
World of Tanks.
World of Tanks.
Here is the current
job ever
podcast World of
had.
Tanks discussion.
Enter promo code 8bitmatt to receive 10% off your next deal.
Dude, if we got sponsored by World of Tanks, that would be amazing.
Hey, you know what?
To all of our
More
like
World of
5
Tanks if they
viewers,
sponsor
like
me.
throw some more or money wargaming. We'll we'll bring tons of new player base to your
We'll
game.
sell out real quick. It's easy.
Hey,
Yeah, oh
why
yeah.
not? Gotta get them stacks while you can.
Good list of games from both you guys.
Oh yeah, I actually just bought the Borderlands pre-sequel the other day. It was on sale on Steam, and I got it for less than $5 because I had Borderlands 1 and 2, and I've been playing a little bit of that. And it's all right. It seems basically just more Borderlands 2, which isn't a bad thing. But I was expecting a little bit more. I like the new mechanics, like those are cool, the new weapon types and stuff. But I don't think I like the character classes as much as I did in Borderlands 2.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, they were solid.
But for $5, I mean, less than $5, I can't complain. I'm playing it. I'm gonna play it through and finish it at least once just to see it.
Yeah.
Because I like the Borderlands 2 story, and this is what happens before Borderlands 2. So
that's all about Jack, right?
Yeah, and apparently he's like the good guy in this game so far. So I'm kind of wondering like what happens that makes him become like the evil douchebag he is in Borderlands 2.
I like it. So yeah, I'm waiting for a Borderlands, next gen game to come out. But
Borderlands Trace.
Come on.
And if you haven't played it, Tales from the Borderlands is a phenomenal game, and I think so far is my favorite Borderlands game.
Really?
Yeah, the story is really good, and they have like the cool Borderlands like typical opening where they have like a kick-ass song playing before every episode. And it just feels like so good. Like
I like it.
It nails the atmosphere. It nails like the writing. Like everything about it is just perfect. I think.
Yeah, that's a game where like their writing is good. Like it's always very funny. It's well written, and it's one of those games to me that's is like the poster child of DLC. Like they always get it right in my mind.
Mad Moxie and all those.
Yeah. Right. I mean,
yeah, they do have a pretty good DLC lineup as well.
They always kill it, man. It's always great story, cool content, something new. Like I'm always like, what is it? Tiny
Tina's DLC. Yes, dude, that was honestly one of the best DLCs I've ever played. Not just in Borderlands related. Like that was just amazing. Like the ending for it was just so hard hitting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like everything else you're doing in it is just goofy.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those. They got it right. So I'm gonna have to. I never finished Tales of the Borderland. I'm gonna have to.
Definitely. You should definitely finish it off.
You're convincing me to. So I played a boatload of The Division over the past couple weeks.
I've noticed.
It's got its hooks in me. I got to end game. End game was a little bit of a hot mess. But there.
How so?
So.
It just evolves into Dark Zone stuff, doesn't it? That's basically the end game, just all Dark Zone, or is it
like 99 or level 90 in the Dark Zone? It's like a new cap separate from PvE.
Well, so like your Dark Zone rank isn't a level; it's just a rank, and that based on what rank you are, you can get different rewards from vendors.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try to keep it high level, but basically there are 2 milestones in the Dark Zone to hit. It's rank 30. You can get access to purple loot and gear from the vendors, and then there's rank 50, and that's when you can start buying blueprints from vendors to craft stuff, and that's where like you get the high end, like the yellows, the exotics, and stuff. So the problem I have with that is, and they're starting to address some of those things, but the levels in between don't matter. Like I would have liked to see a little more progression. Like, hey, at rank 10, I can get blues. Like if I went in earlier. Rank when I was under level 30. So like the bracket you fall into is always level 30. So like, you'll only see other level 30 characters. Now their DZ rank is irrelevant. It just matters what loot they can get from the vendors, right? It's that guaranteed progression method.
Yeah.
It's just too binary at the moment with like 30 and 50.
That's kind of upsetting because from what I heard, like the Division sounds pretty cool. It sounds a lot like Destiny, but from what I'm hearing, it's a better version at launch as opposed to Destiny was at launch. So I haven't played either game, but
I'm torn. The story is so-so. Where Destiny, like the lore behind that game, like top notch, right? The story presented in the game, not so great. Obviously, they've been getting better, but in like the Division, it's like okay, yeah, all this stuff happened, and now I'm
Yeah.
coming here to like clean it up. It's like when do I get to ever see that cool stuff that happened?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like you're literally the cleanup crew. So I'm like, but the loot aspect is very much Diablo. It is shooting Diablo. Like it is straight a numbers game. Like you've got nine slots for gear, and your gear can have mods and attachments that alter the gear as well. It's like,
Yeah, I like
dude,
that. I
the
like that you can like change
min-maxing
out the barrels
is
and like the scopes and everything. It's cool.
yeah, but even with your armor too, like the min-maxing here is crazy. You can re-roll stats, like one stat on a piece of gear.
Oh, that's pretty
Um,
cool.
like it's very much Diablo in that sense, where you're like looking for the perfect roll. Like, oh, it's got the perfect, major attributes. It's got the perfect stat. It's got the perfect, it's got crit chance. That's what I need for my build.
Yeah.
So it's in that sense, it's got me hooked, and I'm going back more and more. But
Do you think
like I
it'll
said,
have the legs of Destiny?
I don't know. They haven't released the incursions, which are their raid equivalent. I don't know if there will be raids, if they won't be. I do like that there are ways to get high-end gear. Like if you do the daily challenge, super hard by the way. If you do it, you're guaranteed one high-end piece of gear, and that's their exotics. That's their yellows. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like I have ways to get some rewards. Obviously, RNG is still going to be a factor, but for me, they're still working towards. They're addressing a lot of the issues with the Dark Zone. Before it going rogue would there was no reason to. You lost like hours of gameplay
I
if
found
you
that out
died.
in the beta.
Well, but even the
Rogue
beta people
Buds
were
got
going rogue.
slaughtered.
Yeah. So they just need to do some tweaking like that, and I'd like to see a little more tiered approach, right? Like, yeah, I'm going. Why do I want to go deeper in the Dark Zone? Now I kill them. Yeah, I get a few more of the, Phoenix credits or legendary marks if you're familiar with Destiny, but they take a lot longer to kill. I can sweep these lower named bosses, and my chances are just as high. They've already addressed some of those things in a patch yesterday, I think, or this past week. It's just like I said, that rank needs to be a little more tiered, I think.
I mean, it makes sense. It seems like getting from 30 to 50 is just like a drag,
It's all.
and it doesn't give you like anything of note. Like, does it literally not increase like anything or do anything until you get to 50?
Nothing
I mean,
RNG,
rank is
right?
just a rank. Yeah, it
Wow.
doesn't do anything.
That's kind of.
So yeah, I think it was a miss there. Um, I just don't. Again, it's a little weird.
Still early.
Yeah, I think they have time to fix it out. But granted, they've already addressed it, and the penalties for dying and going rogue are not as drastic. So like, I actually like. There's a couple times I played last night where me and my buddy were like, let's just kill these dudes, and we just killed them, and we had fun. So it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's hooks in me just because I'm a huge min-maxer, but love the game. I also have been playing a little bit of the Hyperlight Drifter alpha that I got long ago because the announcement for that game came out.
Oh man, how is that?
Dude,
I remember like looking into that game a long time ago, and then like no news or anything came out about it for a long time, so it just dropped off
What is
my
it?
radar. And then I saw your post about it and I started getting really excited for it again.
March 31st for PC and Mac.
Hyperlight Drifter.
Next week.
Hyperlight Drifter. It is basically
Indie action
like,
RPG.
yeah, you're looking up right now. It's 8-bit glory. Like
It looks like linked to like an old school like Zelda game almost.
yeah,
I'm on the
so
Kickstarter page right now.
yeah, dude. It's
I'm pretty excited. That'll give me something to do for for the wait for Dark Souls 3.
yes. So it's a little bit Dark Souls, it's a little bit Zelda, it's a little bit Diablo. Is basically kind of their like description. But
Guilty admission, I never finished Bloodborne, so I need to do that.
dude, get on that.
Yeah, we've been kind of rambling.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We have a good time.
That's
Division, it's an interesting game.
I ain't editing it, so it's okay with me.
There you go.
VR. Let's talk about it. Are you interested? Are you not? Is it the games that interest you? Is it the concept of it? Talk to me. Price, all of it. Let's just jump in. One, I'll tell you right now. I'm a fan. I'm getting something. One version of it. I have my thoughts on which one I'm going to be, but I'm getting it because Virtual Boy let me down as a child.
Oh God, you got a Virtual Boy?
No, I didn't get one.
Oh, okay.
But the concept let me down, right? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna put a headset on, I'm gonna be immersed. It's gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna be, and then you put that in, you're like, this is not real. Like, this is, yeah, like I have been bamboozled. Maybe more so than the Power Glove. But
God, you're
right?
naming like the worst things ever.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Will
they
VR
sound
go
like
down
cool
in the
ideas,
same?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
but
So the pre-hype is similar,
right, the
but I think this
pre-hype is
actually
there.
has some legs to it.
But so that was my thing. I was like, as a kid, I always wanted that experience of like, dude, one day video games, I'm gonna put a mask on and I'm just gonna be in the game, right? That reality is almost here.
It's pretty much here. So the only issue with it is obviously us not being industry insiders or people
Okay.
with press passes, if you will, to go to these events.
Right.
Have either of you actually put on a headset?
I have not. No, I've
I
not
have
tried
not.
any VR.
I have not either, and that's where I have only one little reservation. But the rest of me is like, this is the childhood dream, right?
Yeah, from what I hear, everyone who puts one on and they're like, yeah, like it's worth the hype. Like this thing is, these things are amazing. Like they're able to do what you've basically like always wanted them to do. And I mean that gives me a lot of hope. At the same time, I really want to try one for myself because I feel like a lot of this is still just like people building it up to be like this like next evolution, like major step forward, and it could be, but like you said, like a small part of me is just like
That's the
I don't know.
reservation.
It's failed so many times before. Like
They need to basically, one of the companies needs to launch a grassroots type campaign and just have, I don't know, you know how they have those stupid promotions at like state fairs and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Have a booth. I would wait probably an hour or two to go and try VR for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I
Just
could
to see
be buying it.
if
So,
it's real. But the
ask
mass public hasn't had the chance to see it except from YouTube videos and stuff
I
like
bet once PlayStation VR hits, they're going to be the ones to do that because of their they're the lowest price point, and they already have like the largest install base.
Yes.
Or not the largest, I guess. I mean, well, yeah, I guess they would because I'd wager you just say there's more
Probably.
PS4s out there than high-end PCs capable of running
okay.
like a HTC
I think
Vive
that's
or an
true.
Oculus. So yeah, I'll
behind
bet
that.
you anything that they're the company who would be, if it were to happen, that they would be the ones to do it.
Yeah.
Going out, setting up, stations like check out this cool VR thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if like they partnered with GameStop or Best Buy and it's like, hey, we're selling them, check it out.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
sure that's something like that is exactly what's going to happen.
So let me ask this: would you buy one without even trying it?
Oh no, not for that amount of money.
I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm sitting here contemplating getting the PlayStation VR bundle.
Yeah.
Now, some of that's just maybe my
I mean, if I had
priorities are a little out of whack for disposable income, but
No,
to me, from like looking at some of the games out there, like what's the one that I saw recently? Are you guys familiar with Golem?
Yeah, that one looks
The
good.
one, it's got a bunch of devs, the music guy from Halo or whatever, but seeing a walkthrough and reading the description of kind of how it worked, to be able to like get teleported into like an Alice in Wonderland type experience, it sounds pretty freaking awesome. And even if it kind of fails, I'm still curious to see some of the more experiential stuff. Like there's Paranormal Activity, the game.
Right. Well,
I
even
don't
still,
know if it's worth $400, but like being able to throw that on and walk through something like that with a friend or like watch someone do it in my living room would be absolutely hilarious.
So I'll
Oh
tell
yeah.
you,
I mean, like, if I had the money, I would be down. But as it stands currently, I don't make that kind of money. I don't have
it is a lot.
$600 to throw down for an Oculus. I don't have
Yeah, that's a lot.
$900
Right.
to throw down. No, sorry, $800 to
So
throw down
what
for a
are the price
HTC.
points? Oculus, do we know what that is? 800, somewhere around there.
I
Oculus
think
is like
it's
six.
sorry, it's 600. It's $599.
That's
I have
six.
the tabs open right here for the
Yeah, and
Vive
then
and the Oculus.
Yep. And technically, so I mean, if you look at it, like, yes, PlayStation is the cheapest option if you already own a PlayStation.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Full in, you're spending 800.
But at the same time, I also feel like it's the cheapest, but it's going to reflect in quality. Like, I'm sure it's going to be, nice if that's the first thing you put on, but compared to the Oculus, because it's only got the PS4 to go off of power-wise to
That is
process
it.
everything. As opposed to Oculus and HTC, you have that much higher level and video card, much higher end processor,
So
Right.
much
that
more
kind of-
memory to
that kind of-
offset the.
Doesn't that kind of bring up what we were talking about, I guess, before we broadcast? Maybe that is Sony's plan. They want to get people hooked in with the kind of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for, but the
starter pack.
novelty of VR. And then once it comes down to a hardcore base developing, they'll be like, well, you can still play on our VR with our powerful PC fighting 4K PS4.
Right.
Yeah.
So I see how that could be them being like, all right, we got to develop this and get it out in like a year or so. That way, when it really starts to take hold and people are making the decisions, we're a viable competitor.
Yeah. No, I definitely think this is a good point just for all these companies to be doing it, and not just one company as an initial
Yes.
first step. So you have a nice little selection of lose my speech thoughts here. You have a nice selection to choose from, basically. Yeah, assuming you have the capital for that. But this is all first stage. Like, regardless of which one, quote unquote, wins the VR war or whatever, like it's only gonna get better from here. And like eventually, like I was thinking about this, like I'm not buying it because it's too expensive. But DVD players when they first came out were what, like $300-$400, and now they're like $5-$10.
Right.
Yeah.
Blu-ray
We'll get to
players
the
were
point. Yeah.
obscenely expensive, and now you can get a Blu-ray player for like $20-$30.
They give them away.
So
with
there's the question, like what's going to differentiate these three models for mass customers? Because like Blu-ray
The price
one,
initially is gonna be
Blu-ray
what
one,
differentiates them.
DVD one against VHS, but in this battle of these three, there's not necessarily any initial hardware differences or
Dude,
It's gonna be
apps.
It's-
It's what has the killer
software,
apps.
right? Software.
What gives me the best immersion? Now, granted, I think hardware has some factor in that, but to some extent, a lot of like the mass media, right? That's how this is going to get popular. They don't need the best, right? So if, for sakes, Vine or the Oculus, the ones with the high-end PCs, if that's the best, a normal consumer doesn't need that. Maybe
Yeah.
PlayStation VR hits that perfect mark. Or like, don't forget, like, so I've experienced cardboard. I've experienced Samsung Gear. You click the phone on it. I've done those. And
I haven't even done that.
Yeah, how's that?
I mean, there are times when you're like, okay, I'm looking at a phone, right in my eyeballs, but
Have any of you guys watched like a YouTube video that has the 3D camera, if you will, so you can like turn it
Yeah,
around
I've done that
inside?
before.
That's the closest thing
where
to
it had,
VR
like-
that I've seen, and it was awesome. I didn't even know what the hell was going on, but I'm like, I can look behind me and there's
So,
stuff.
okay.
So that kind of triggered it, I guess.
for me, that's the thing that my biggest question is. If I'm recording footage, can I record like a 180 camera view, right? Can I record literally me moving around, but you can watch the YouTube video later and like pan and like look over here and see that I
I'm
missed
sure you
something.
can.
If
I'm
that
guessing,
can
I'm
happen,
guessing you can.
dude,
Initially, I don't think that'll be the case, but I feel
Right.
like that'll get worked in at some point. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what you
software
would
push,
require.
right?
Like I think
Yeah,
of
for that.
I think of like the Forge and Halo or something, where like you're playing and watching and all that crap, and you can pause and just look anywhere. If you have the capability for an in-game camera to do that already, why not be able to recall it?
As an aside, that's something I don't understand how most games don't have at this point. Like Halo 3 onwards, like video capture and like editing system and like fly around. Like that whole thing is just like it's like perfect. Like how does every game not have a replay system like that?
Yeah,
It just boggles my mind. But
that's probably a good topic for another video. Is what features did developers just forget about? Like that were like the best features.
Split screen, co-op AI. Sorry.
No, but see, I think I'm sold.
allergies.
We'll have a topic on it. I'm already sold. But
So with VR, we've got all these things. What I guess would be the games that is on your radar?
Here's the thing. Here's the game I want. I never liked horror games. With VR, I definitely don't want horror games.
That's my pants, but I kind of want that.
Totally
I want Alan Wake in a horror game.
I would probably die. Don't get me wrong. I would probably have a heart attack and die. But like that's how a horror game should be played.
Right. Okay. Yeah. For those people, yes, I want them to happen. I just don't want them. Let me be clear.
How about Resident Evil VR, somewhere in between? I think that's
maybe.
Yeah, where you have a gun.
You got a gun.
Okay.
I mean that's the perfect horror game to me is one where you have a weapon, you have some means to fight back against the things. Like games like Amnesia where you just have to hide. If they see you, like don't really interest me all that much.
Outlast.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah,
Outlast,
I liked Outlast, I will say, because it was really short.
That's true.
But yeah, at the same time, I found myself at like Amnesia. Like if the monsters like saw me, I just found myself quick loading more than like actually like being scared and actually hiding. Because
that's a good point.
It's like why would I waste like 2 or 3 minutes trying to hide and hoping they take the correct path away from me when I could just reload and spend like 20 or 30 seconds waiting for them to AI pathways and sneak around. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So okay, horror games, that would be cool. I'll tell you right now, you may never see me again. If No Man's Sky is the game that it claims to be, and it has VR, if they're like, oh, by the way, VR.
I mean, at that point, like that would just be Star Citizen for me.
Right.
Oh my god! And it's gonna get VR support, and it's just like, oh my god, Star Citizen is gonna be like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like a lot of people are gonna just. That's going to be like the new World of Warcraft. Like people are going to be losing jobs. People are going to be dying because they don't like leave the house playing Star Citizen. Like
it's literally like that's your.
It is your life now. Like you are,
and then you
plug in to
go to work or go to school, and then you're back in your life.
Yeah.
It's like
clock
the book.
Clock out of work. Clock into Star Citizen.
Exactly.
It is Ready Player One. That perfect. That's what it. Because that's the thing. Like No Man's Sky looks like one of those games I could just spend so much time in. I think that's why we haven't heard about an announcement, because they're like, look, dude, your math, like, right, because it's all about the draw distance for his math equation, right? They're like, I need you to increase it so I can look like this, right? So he's like, I need more horsepower or whatever. Like, that's what they've been trying to solve. I guarantee it is, how can I increase that draw distance so VR is supported?
Yeah.
Like, that's why we haven't seen this game. That's why it didn't come out last year. It's because they're like, look, VR's coming. You get VR in this game, we end lives. And they're like, and it's a good thing.
I don't think, because it comes out in June, right? No Man's.
Yes, it comes out.
Yeah, I don't think it'll release with it, but I'll bet it'll get patched in at some point.
See, that's still what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, it comes out in June. The VR comes out in October.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, I'll bet you anything it's going to be patched in like right before PS. VR. I wasn't sure when PSVR released.
Yeah. It's October.
I'll bet you it'll get patched in like late September or probably like early October.
Yep. Here's another aspect. Do you think they're going to add premiums to games that support VR? So like you could buy No Man's, and then you have to go and add in $10
to get VR support
down the line once it's got VR support. Because I can see them doing it. You got to justify.
Oh man! Oh, I don't know. The fact that you said that, I feel like Sony somehow has heard that.
Listening. Yeah.
And no, they've heard it now. Like they were just like, oh shit, they just opened up a whole new revenue stream.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
no, I could totally see people doing that.
Urgent, brought to you by Bud. Sorry.
I mean, if they did that, I don't think people really would. I think if you did that, that'd be a fast way to like If
So I
Sony was
disagree.
doing that, that'd be a fast way to not sell your VR product.
I disagree. I think it's coming
I mean, I
after
guess
the
people would do it.
initial install because once people, if again, all based on if VR is as cool as it's cracked up
Yeah.
to be, it's going to be like crack. So if someone experiences like a whole new world and then it's like, oh hey, now we're going to turn Destiny into your real life, I'll be like, well shit, I probably should pony up another $45 to go live in the tower for a
All
day or
right.
something like that,
That's a
which
scary thing.
Nah,
is
I don't
scary.
know.
But I'm saying no. I'm going to say no.
Probably not, but I'm now thinking of like the evil companies out there that might
No.
try that. But I could see it too if it's cool
I could
enough.
see
they'd
it.
be
Well,
like,
yeah, it's. I mean, I'm sure some company will probably try it eventually, but
Activision,
I don't
yeah.
think it's going to be something to
Granted,
worry about initially at launch.
yeah, true.
Here's
I don't
the
know.
thing. I think you'll look at it like this. Until every one of them, like, it's a premium thing, right? To just have it. I think that's kind of. I think they're probably selling those VR headsets at. They're gonna make money off them. I don't think they've dropped the price so low. Like I was talking about PlayStation specifically, that they're like losing money per kit because.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to be losing money. Like all the console companies,
Consoles
they lose
are.
money per console still because
But I don't
they sell
think
them
they're gonna be
at less
losing
than
money off
cost.
this. Dude, I bet you, because here's the thing, they're gonna make money off of it because they're like, hey, if it doesn't sell, like every unit we sold, we still made profit, right? Then they can say, you know what, it's not going so great, or it's going great, but we need more. Like we've hit that wall, we're not getting any more install base. Drop the price, boom, open the floodgates again, right? You'll get more people coming in, and now they have that leeway, and they're not losing money, right? And that.
But I mean, yeah, they would be losing money if it costs like $400 to make and there's or $500 to make and they're selling it at 400.
If they're doing that, but I'm saying they're selling it for like they're making a profit right off every purchase. Like I'm thinking it may. Let's just say.
I sincerely doubt they would be making. They're making profit off. I think that's the decision they
I don't
made to
know.
make it $400 and not, like 500 or 600 or like HTC Vive or Oculus prices. I'll bet those guys are going to be making profit. It might not be a whole lot, but I'll bet they're going to make profit. But I don't think Sony is going to make profit per unit sold for their VR. I think they're going to be trying to make it up on game sales and hardware sales.
I still stand by it. I think they're making they got to be making something. They've built in the buffer. Because like if you really think about it, you still need a camera, right? So that's another $50. Like I think they've just done a smart job of segmenting
some of their other ones that maybe they lost money on. Because
Right,
I was never going to buy a camera ever, but now
Yeah,
it
like,
looks like
did they make money
looks like
back
I'm
on the
gonna buy a
cameras?
camera.
Like I don't know a whole lot of people who have PlayStation cameras.
it got okay for a second when Move came out, but that fell flat on its face. So they're
Yeah.
hoping to get Move controllers that they already have the infrastructure to build, as well as the cameras. So
again.
it makes sense
smart.
for them. It is
Yeah.
smart.
So we'll see.
And I want it to succeed. I think we all want it to succeed and be
yes.
something cool. But it's also, man, it's scary to think.
I mean,
that
yeah, I definitely want something.
you could jack into a world and forget about this one. Like,
Yeah,
there's going to be a
just see
whole
where it
lot of
goes.
like social
it's just
experiments and studies
these
done
guys-
that'll.
Just like put the headset on, like, bye guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
like,
You're
talk to you guys in a few hours. I'm going in.
1 week later.
Geordie
where
LaForge
am I?
style. Yeah, just
Right.
put it right over your eyes.
See you guys in game.
But that's cool. So there's the other aspect, right? We have games, but you also have the social interaction. So like, imagine hopping on PlayStation and walking into a party chat. Like, what's up?
Like
I think
they
that'd be
did, like
pretty
that
funny.
failed. Like what was that? What was that system they had on PS3? Like Home or whatever,
Oh,
where you
they
had
still
like a
have
little
it, dude.
avatar that
Oh,
walked
oh my
around.
God. pretty sure.
I forgot about Home.
Yeah, I think that would be like kind of cool in VR, but at the same time, that was supposed to be something pretty cool for PlayStation, and then that it just ended up being a giant joke, from what I understand.
I think some people loved it, but that was the sin. That's the sin.
But, so they had like where you could on Xbox you could both log in and watch a movie at the same time. Well, you could technically do that with VR and be in front of like 150-foot screen and be sitting there next to someone, which I think would be cool.
Yeah, see, even that thing.
There's a lot of
for
stuff
VR,
that no one's thought about.
You can just watch a screen in there and have other things going on, your own multi-channel. I'm like, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude.
So I think I'm in to get it, but I don't know if I'll do the actual pre-order because I think the prices are probably only going to go down.
Yep.
And unless there's rumors of selling out, which
I don't see
I
it. I don't see
seriously
it.
doubt. I hope they sell out. Good for them, but
I'm with it.
bet on it.
It's going to be a day one pickup, but I want to go to the store because I'm hoping they'll have that booth so I can just put it on, get that experience, make sure, okay, yeah, I'm in, and then be in and out quickly.
That's what I need. It's like, all right, worth it. Here's my money.
Get that pink eye from the guy before.
Right.
Because they don't wipe those disgusting things down.
That's very true.
Hey, get out of here. Here's the thing. Even if they don't have it, probably will still pick it up because even if it works 20% of what I've been advertised, semi dream come true.
Yeah.
There you go.
What was it at
true. They should put that on the box.
Semi dream
come true.
Well, they have an E3. They didn't just have games, right? They had like experiences. So that's one of the PlayStation VR bundles is PlayStation Worlds, where it basically just drops you into kind of faux games where like you're on rails on a racer, or you're, I don't know, driving around in like a heist scene or something like that. They had like a Game of Thrones where you go up the wall, and you're on the wall in Game of Thrones as Jon Snow looking around. Like stuff like that. There's not really necessarily a game there, but it would be cool to like, I'll pay $1 to go to the wall, walk around and see stuff. I don't know. If it's that cool, like down the line, I could see it like people building worlds where you could like just go explore.
That's where they're gonna get that like that VR premium. That's where that money's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll spend 50-cent PlayStation Store to go check out,
$5 to visit the virtual tower,
King's Landing or something like that. Be sweet.
Yeah, I could see it. All right.
Eververse makes more money.
Travis, you're holding out?
Yeah. No, way too expensive.
Which one interests you the most? I know you're a PC guy, so probably not.
Price is not an option.
Yeah, but which one?
If price wasn't an option, I think I would go with the Vive.
Okay.
But as it stands, I think if I had the money, and depending on what I get back on my tax return, I might, in addition to getting a webcam, I might actually upgrade my PC because it's starting to get up there in the age. Get the Vive, I think, because from what I understand, well, one, it's by Valve, and I don't know, they seem to put a certain amount of quality, and they have like infinite money pretty much. So but that's the other thing. Or, I mean, with price being, whatever, I would get the Vive. But that's the other thing. I don't have that much space here. I wouldn't have that much room to actually walk around and do anything with it.
That's a good point too. How does that work?
Like,
Is it just
and that's the other thing.
Stand in one spot, look around, and have a controller to kind of move you? Or
yeah, I mean that would be my version of VR. Is if I could just sit where I normally play games and just have like the two little controller things, or like a controller, and just use that to walk and like fire and activate things and all that. But I would still be able to look around and kind of like lean.
Yeah.
Like maybe if there were like some IR towers I could set up by my TV, I could lean, like that. But I'm not gonna. I can't walk around and get down with that. It's because I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna take 2 steps and run into a wall or step on my cat and kill it or
wave
something.
of lawsuits, is people just running into their TVs.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be the next Wiimote in the
barreling
TV.
over coffee tables. Exactly. It's the Wii Disaster Part 2.
It's the Wiimote in the TV. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Teenager flips off of coffee table, breaks leg.
Yep.
Dog smashed in horrible VR accident. Too bad.
I'm very interested in the prospects of it, like where it leads to in the future, but I have no interest in purchasing one to partake in it currently. If my friends get it, I definitely will be able to try it out and enjoy it there. But
what if they, just like Samsung's Gear, like what if they said, hey, you can also use this, and they like gave you like a smartphone option, like you just could plug your smartphone in, and that was like the cheap version.
Interested to try it. I'd have to see how it works and all that, but I mean that sounds kind of better. Like I mean, if I had a
It's a
little
demo.
thing, like, almost like kind of Google Glass, like a little head
Mm-hmm.
frame or something, and then I just slot the phone. Is that kind of how it was when you tried it?
Yeah, the Samsung Gear.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like a Splinter Cell.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of
put
what
it
I'm.
on.
Yeah, if it was something like that'd be kind of cool because then it's all just
See,
powered by my phone.
I could
Um,
see HTC and Sony doing things like that too.
that'd be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
definitely want to check it out.
it's
It'd be a cool demo platform for people who
right.
don't have it yet and want to just see kind of what it might look like. I don't know.
See, again,
That's a
it
good
might
point,
be that
though.
idea of
That'd be the ideal way to do it. I think it'd just
hey,
be
check it
like
out.
download
Download
the app and then go to stores and they just have a bunch of frames sitting around so you can just put your phone in the frame, put the frame on your head, and then just like actually walk around the store and like experience VR or whatever.
Oh man,
You know.
imagine if they had their own store in VR and you're just walking around buying things.
There you go, and then you follow kind of like a
That's what I.
path
That's
so
what
that
I
you're
see.
not like tripping over other customers and stuff, and it's like a whole like
Have you ever seen
experience, like you're walking through
Futurama
Jurassic Park or
episode?
something, and but you're in a little tiny electronics store.
Yeah.
That'd be
What,
pretty
what,
badass.
what was that, Buzz?
If you've caught Futurama, there's an episode where they go into the internet and they're just walking around to different websites. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I
Well,
picture. It'd be
We're,
really
we're gonna
fun.
be there soon.
Chappelle
Definitely.
Show did that too.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Well, guys, I think that's gonna do it, dude. We had some fun times talking about some division and numbers and all about this VR. Like, definitely gonna have more talks about this in the future, especially once we get hands on with some of these bad boys. I mean,
Yep, I'm in. I'm
We have
in.
to get
It's
off
just a
this.
matter of when I buy.
Because then maybe one day I'll be able to get hands on one
Dude.
at a micro
I'll-
center or something. If I go in to
I'll
get
travel.
my PC, just
I'll travel
play
to
around with
Texas.
one.
I'll bring it to you.
Oh yeah, that'd be you should do that.
Yeah.
8-Bit
We'll make it
Roadshow. We're taking the show on the
8-Bit.
road.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 8-Bit Roadshow. Dude, look, Buzz has got the ideas. He's
There
businessman.
you
He's
go.
like
That's season 3 right there.
season 3 Roadshow.
Season 3. Mobile 8-Bit. It's great.
Guys, I know I normally work, but this year I'm taking off and I'm traveling this country. Woo! And just with VR, I'm just driving on the road.
I mean, you
Like,
could make
real
like a. I mean, most
You're
of us
just,
are in
in,
Texas.
you're just
from
in
what I
your
understand.
closet driving in a VR simulator.
time.
Coming
Time
up
to
on
get
Texas.
Yeah. Make like a weekend trip. Just visit everybody. Sit down and play a game, record that, and then just go on to the next guy.
I love it.
Play a
I'm-
game and have a discussion, kind of thing.
Yeah, I like.
There's your next thing. You're going to have live remotes from somewhere in November when you're home for Thanksgiving, somewhere maybe over the holidays, somewhere in spring. Boom.
Yeah, I have to figure. I'll have to think about that.
There you go.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
All right,
There we go.
everybody. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about VR. Are you excited? Are you not? Are you just gonna stick with this method of VR? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next show.
See ya.
Adios.
We're
Let's
moving
get
on up though,
darker.
boys. Pretty soon we're gonna be living on the east side.
Oh.
Just you wait. You'll see. We're all gonna have VR.
Mhm.
We're gonna be like working virtually,
Mm-hmm.
working from home with our VR, controlling robots that do all our work for
Slowly.
us.
Imploding and getting.
Turn into blobs.
Yeah, exactly. Like Wally. We're all just gonna be sitting on our hover chairs,
Yes.
fucking virtual reality our way through life.
Yep, that's what it's gonna be.